All right, guys, today we're going to be testing out the eBay auxiliary coolers for the F80 M3. These are the two coolers that go down at the bottom left and right on F80s, F82 M2s, M3s, M4s, F87s, anything with a S55. So these two coolers go ahead and route from your intercooler down through, down to each corner. BMW has a couple different radiators in these cars. They have a heater core that ties to the actual intercooler. They have the two small, we'll call them auxiliary radiators on the side that we're gonna be replacing. And they have the traditional normal radiator spot. So these two coolers usually get hit a lot. They don't really have any protection besides a little like bumper grill plastic. So figured with all this going on, might as well change them out. Now the problem with changing them out is there's only one aftermarket company that's reputable that makes these coolers, and that's CSF. They are $400 each from CSF, and I happen to find a eBay replica for $200 each. So we're gonna open that up, see how they do, check out the welds. I mean, as long as the welds are kind of good, at least they hold some coolant. Should be better in this. These have seen some better days, and really the only time they're ever going to be pulled off. So let's open this box up, and we'll see how they do. Hopefully get it installed. Don't foresee any problems to arise here with these. It's a pretty simple design for China to fuck up. So let's open it up and inspect. So ran into a little bit of problem. The cooler shipped in two different boxes, and I only have one right now, and the other one's still in transit somehow. So not sure what we're gonna do, but at least we get to inspect one right now, and we'll get to the second one after. Not looking too shabby, but should hold up. I wonder what CSF looks like, but guess we'll never know. So size comparison. They're really about the same size. Yeah. Core 10 inches, core 9 3/4. Height, or one of the dimensions, 10 inches and 10 inches. So it's bigger by a 1/4 of an inch. I would say it looks about the same as every other, or most products coming out of China, I would call it. So now the question is, will it fit in here? Oh, so I guess with these you don't run this plastic shield at all. So this has the tabs like that. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it is the next day. The second cooler ended up showing up. Got that unboxed, but we ran into a little bit of an issue with the first cooler that we ended up getting. So yesterday, I went to go test fit this cooler, marked B for bad, and the BMW's like metal, fancy, actually very well engineered clips. It just couldn't make it into, I'm not sure if it's focused, into the groove here. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So took some measurements from the OEM one to this one, and they're pretty close. Couldn't figure it out. Ended up getting the second one, and I'll use something flat so you can get an idea. And it's not the core height that's different. I mean, maybe by a couple millimeters adding, but you can see the left one, the left dimple, we'll call it, I guess, is drastically lower. So when I go and put the BMW like water pipe on, it can't make it to the actual bottom groove here. Like it kind of bottoms out. So spoke with the eBay Chinese seller, and they wanted to like first issue me an $80 refund. And I was like, no, because I'm not gonna tear this apart and pay a welder and do all this stuff to try and get it to work. I need another one, because the second one fits fine, no problems, like it makes it to the groove. Then they offered me like a $120 refund, and I still said no, because I was like, I need another one, like I don't wanna mess with it. But then I'm looking at it, and I think it's hitting one of the top of the welds here. So I'm gonna try like this. You see this one's pretty high. I'm gonna try and maybe like grind down a little bit of that and try and get it to like fully seat, because it's like 1 to 2 millimeters, probably even 1 above that little groove there. And I don't know, maybe that's stopping it. I measured like the actual dimple compared to the good one. It's the same height, so not too sure. But I guess we'll see. So I told them to issue me a $120 refund. So, I mean, it's not terrible if I can get it to fit with a little bit of grinding. But if that doesn't work, then we might be out of luck. So let's see. So here's the problem. This has to clip into this groove, and the clip is kind of in the way and it's kind of hard to see, but it has to make it all the way to that cut groove, and it's about 2 millimeters above it. So what I was saying is maybe I can cut the top of the welds, hopefully not go too far into them, to make it seat just a little bit more, because it's almost there. So I'm gonna mark it with a marker or something very thin to try and get an idea of how far away I am, but I can almost see if I press like very hard the corner of it. So hopefully, you know, maybe 2 millimeters or something, but we'll see how far I can go. All right, so you can see, just took it down a little bit closer to the ring. Pretty sure that's where the height problem was. And yeah, guess we'll see if it closes. Drum roll. Oh. No, not yet, not yet. Let's see how far it is. So where these clips always pop out when you want them to, but never when you're actually trying to get them out. It's like impossible to get out unless it's by accident. There we go. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's so much closer now. Hard to see, but yeah, super close. All right, so just a little bit more grinding. Should be good. Oh, it's close. We're getting to the bottom. Oh my God. It's so close. Oh, there we go. That good old clip. There we go. All right, so figured it out. Let's do it. Let's cut the other one. All right, got it all grinded down. Both needed just a little bit. I mean, there's really no chunks that are flying out. You're just shaving it down. And whoever welds this, whether it's a computer or a person, obviously goes pretty heavy. So I don't think this is going to be an issue at all in the future. I mean, they're obviously sturdy, and I didn't go too deep. So whether this is a one failure in the company, I'm not too sure. Obviously, the second one was perfectly fine, and maybe it was just one that got defective. I mean, things always come out of China with some defects, and it is what it is. But will I buy it again? I mean, honestly, yeah. If I was anyone else, I would consider buying them, because your only other option to upgrade these is from CSF for $850 or something like that. So considering these are $320 for both, and technically I got a $120 refund, so these came out to $200, which is 1/4 the price of the CSF ones. I'm not complaining. I'll shave down some Chinesium welds to save a couple $100. So we're gonna get those on. All the coolant lines everywhere else, heat exchangers in, and technically this car's kind of ready to drive, which is kind of scary knowing this is the last thing. So got the motive base tune loaded, got all the reflex done, literally everything is done, maybe a alignment. So let's get some coolant in here, hook these up, fit them, and yeah, maybe drive it with no headlights, see what goes on. Not sure how far this video is gonna get, so let's get this going.